Do you want to learn how to create these amazing layers that seem to float inside of the box? They're just suspended in air. I'll show you in this video. Hi, I'm Diana. Welcome to Crafted Sweetly. So in this video, I want to show you how I layer this and give it that, raised look inside the shadow box. Now for this, I'm not going to go over how this is done. If you are interested in me doing a tutorial on how I created these, please comment below and I'm happy to do that. So in this video, I just want to show you how I put this together. I'm using a shadow box and I've cut, so here is the shadow box. And for this, I've cut out two cardstocks. I want to create this as the map inside. So one is has a bigger opening, and then the next one is just slightly smaller. So first off on this, what I need to do is I have 3 sheets that I created, and I'll take this and figure out in what order I want these in. So I want this on the bottom, then this, and then this. This has the largest holes. I want to be able to see through all of it. I will start off. This is where the glass is. That's actually the highest layer. What I'll do is I'm going to take the layer that's on top. This is the first layer that I want to go right against the glass. And this is where I'm going to place it. You can kind of keep an eye on making sure that, the holes, or however you set the holes, wherever you want the piece in here. This I attach using art glitter glue. I love this glue for all kinds of projects. I'll actually add the glue on here just to make sure that I don't place it anywhere where it's gonna show up on the glass. This goes down and just press to make sure that it's attached well. This I have down. Now what I want to do is I want to create the next layer. For the next layer, I don't want it directly on top of it. This is not gonna go, right there. I want it elevated a little bit. How do I do that? There are probably other ways to do this, but this is the way I figured out how to do it. I took foam board and I cut out strips of it. And then I'm gonna create another frame inside here. And I figured out what the depth of this frame is so that I make sure that I have enough layers of this foam board cut out in order to stack. Once I stack it, then it reaches right at the top. Once I figured it out, it looks like I need 5 strips stacked on top of each other. I just took the strips and I'm gluing these together with art glitter glue again. Told you I love this stuff. They're not straight, the cutting. I used an X-Acto knife to cut this. They're not perfectly cut, but it doesn't really matter because you can't see this. It's inside the frame. It's just to elevate the tiers. Stuck 3 of them together like this. And then I'll do the other 3. I did already the other ones. Once you have all these together, then these will go in here. Before I don't build it in here just because it makes it a little harder to work right inside the frame. So I do set this aside. And then this we're gonna need at the end. I take this and then I take the next sheet face down and I'm going to place these on here to create the frame. These go here and then I have long one. I put this upside down and then I'm gonna glue these on here. Again, art glitter glue on here to glue it. And this I do want pretty close to the edge of the paper because I know that this paper is close to the size of the inside, so I don't want it to be sticking out too far because then it won't fit in the frame. This is all flat, and then we'll do this side now. And this one doesn't quite look like it fits in there, so I'm gonna trim off of it a little bit. So you do need to let this set for just a minute to make sure that this is glued down. And then what we do is we flip it over, and then we're gonna glue the other, these are the 2 stacks, and I'm gonna glue these over here. So at this point, I've suspended this, I've sandwiched it between this tiered foam board. Make sure you let it set. What I like about this art glitter glue it's that it dries clear. So any spots you may have, you know, if it oozed out anywhere, this will be cleared once it sets, once it dries. Once you have this and it's dry, then we'll move this off to the side again. And then bring back, flip this over here, and then bring this back. Now we're gonna insert this face down. If I look at this, that's my front side and that's the back side. This is gonna go in. Now I do glue this down because I don't want it to shift inside the frame. I will add some glue to this as well. Once you have this glued, then I'm gonna flip this over and it goes right on top of the other page. So you can see where the other page is and kind of guide it in there and press down to make sure that it doesn't shift. And as you can see, this is right up to the top here. And then the next one, this would be over here. That goes on top. I don't glue this on here. I actually glue this to here. This is gonna be glued here and then it goes over. If you have questions, please comment below. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button too, so you get notifications when I do other videos. And I do have a link in the description box below for all the supplies that I'm using in this video. I will take this and I've put glue down on the edges. This is the back side of it. And then this is gonna go in the middle, and I'm gonna set this on the Cricut mat so I get an idea of where this goes. And you can shift it down. You won't really see any of that. 1, it dries clear, and 2, it's gonna be hidden behind the other pieces. If it's not completely straight or not quite centered, that's fine, as long as you see this portion. Again, we bring the frame back. Once I have this down, I did trim off to make sure that it fits in the box, but trim off the excess on the cardstock, and then this is taped, this is glued down. So now this is gonna go right on top here. And you can glue this down if you want to, just so it doesn't shift. I think I will add just a little bit of glue here. It's not really necessary because it should hold it in place, but I will add just a little. Okay, so this went down, and now the rest of it is the backing from the frame itself. It came with the styrofoam and fabric on it. You don't see that, it just goes right in there, and then the rest of the backing. Okay, so once you have this down, then you turn it over, and there is the image, and it's inside, perfectly shaped, perfectly positioned. I did decide in the end to take it back apart and add one more piece of white cardstock, which created a frame around the image. I think it makes it stand out a little more and it just looks better. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please comment below. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button and share. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next project.